Walley, Honest Beers this week. Very excited to be back at the spiritual home of the Mount Erica. We've been here a lot over the last couple of days, but what can everyone expect?
Well, I've already finished that before we've even gone to air, so that's what you can expect. No, got another honest list. You've got a gripe, which I'm interested in. I reckon we might be on a similar page there. But, mate, can't wait. Let's get into it.
Make sure you tune in. Welcome to Honest Beers. My name is Leggy, and as always, I'm joined by Walley. How are you, mate?
Mate, top of the world. The Pats are into a Super Bowl, Simon.
Yes.
And we're back at the Mount Erica.
Yes.
And we've been here about 5 times this week.
Yeah, well, we were here a few hours ago, really.
I mean, like, this is how does life get any better than this?
It doesn't get much better. Let's just dive straight in. How has your week been? Because it started with our record last week, our comeback. Then it rolled into...
We had some drinks.
Some drinks for your birthday, then the Pats.
Yeah, let's be honest. That was incredibly manufactured. Like 2 weeks out from my birthday. Just an excuse for the boys to have a few jars.
Yep.
It was absolutely fantastic. Great day. But the Pats...
Oh, I know.
Do you know what? People are going to fucking hate this off the top. This is 08. I have no expectation. This is Hawks 08. I think we're going to go there and lose.
Yep.
So who knows what's going to happen.
Well, I've got a surprise for you.
Yeah.
Because we've actually got a Seahawks fan in the room who wants to talk to you specifically about it. He's going to get a mic, but we have got Morgs from 100K. Here he is. How are you, mate? Jump in.
How are you?
I think we have a mic.
Yeah, we're gonna get him a
our
mic.
producer,
Yeah,
who
get
is
him a
not
little
named
one.
yet. Hopefully that works. How are you, Morgs?
Mate, fantastic.
Yeah.
Fresh off Seattle, unbelievable experience. And I reckon we're in for a cracking Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I think it's an underrated Super Bowl coming, Wall.
Well, so Wally's trying to... Okay, so I want you to be honest, because I don't know whether Wally's being honest, because he's talking the Pats down.
Yes.
Are you going to talk the Seahawks up?
Yeah, I am. I'm confident. I am confident.
You should be.
Yeah, I was shitting myself last week. I thought Stafford... I really wanted to play the Bears. I wanted to play Caleb Williams and just...
Everyone wants to play the
not
Bears.
let him be Caleb Williams. But I got to be honest. Drake May doesn't really scare me, Wall.
Oh,
And I want you to defend him in a way.
Well, his season's been incredible. The thing that nobody realises is that he has played against a similar level of defences that Stafford's played against. Forget their everyone's talking about overarching record. Guess what? Drake May doesn't play on defence. So if they've got a good offence or a bad offence, it doesn't matter. Him and Stafford's, like, if you look at it against teams defensively over the season, they're about similar. So he's done really well. It's his second year. Then they've played the first, third, and fifth best defences in the NFL in the three part. This is no new information. Anybody that watches it knows this, and everyone's spitting out facts. Well, Seattle have just this drilled team where you've got a quarterback now that is like seasons. He's been through his ups and downs. He's worked out his shit. They look up. The O-line looks after him. You've got genuine running back, top 3 wide receiver, like top 3 or 4. Like there's probably 4, right? Top 3 or 4 wide receiver. He's probably going to win Offensive Player of the Year this year. There's awesome defense. Plus they had the week off, the cushion first game. Then they had the nice little tune up against the Rams. That threw everything at them. I look at that and go, this points them. My only concern for neutrals, because as a Pats fan, we've been part of.
You've been part of some shocking
one of
Super
the
Bowls.
worst, but some of the best as well. Like the Atlanta one was incredible, but the Seattle one was incredible. But the one that when we beat the Rams and they scored like 3 points.
13-3. That's tough.
It's tough, right? The only problem is for neutrals is if this is going to be a close game, it probably means that New England turn it into that sort of like 10-7 match. And so there's no. It's either. Do you want to see...
We want close. We don't want to see 40-8.
But wouldn't most neutral fans want to see New England get 7 TDs put on them? Like, isn't that what people want?
I think American. I don't think Australia. I don't think we have that. We're not rooted in deep enough, I don't think. But I just want to quickly go through, because we've had many a drunk conversation, gather around, Jamos, about the finals run. About the finals run, how important the finals run is into the grand final, right? Now, you probably lose... CJ Stroud played one of the worst games in history. You just go through. If Bo Nix doesn't break his ankle, you probably lose that one.
Well, we definitely lose.
Seahawks have had a week off because they were NFC champion. So they won the one seed. Yeah. Then we go through the Niners, root them, and then we beat the Rams. The 2 runs, if you're looking at AFL wise,
there's no comparison. Now, you always say this, and you said this, funny enough, in 08, you go, you said before Hawthorn Geelong, you said Hawthorn will beat Geelong. You go, because they're playing a better final series. It's about how your final series is going. We've had a good season. We've had a great season. We haven't had a good playoffs. But we've gotten through because our defense is so good and Vrabel is incredible. But you're just making, mate, it all makes sense. This is probably why the Pats are going to win the fucking game. Because everybody's like, they're not going to. So I'm with you.
No,
but you know what? Going into this, I have it's great. I go in, I've got no expectation.
He's yeah.
Are we going to watch it together?
Well, that was what I was going to ask. No, well, because you went to the NFC Championship game, and I know that Jevy and Dobe are trying to get you over there.
I've been doing the same.
Maybe the PointsBet family gets you over there with the Aces. Like, are you a chance? Are you a sniff to be?
Look, it sounds ridiculous. I would have said I'm absolutely no chance to go to the NFC game, and then somehow we find ourselves over there. Look, we've made good friends with the Seattle marketing team. I might drop a cheeky email just to thank him again for last week's seed, which I think is a smart move. You do the old thanks for last week just to stay in the mind.
And then they go, oh, well, actually.
Exactly right. And I've been to 5 Seahawks games this year, and we haven't lost, so there's got to be something in that.
That's 100% a thing.
Am I bringing something with me that is, superstitious? Yeah. So I agree. You are a dangerous team with nothing to lose, which does scare me a little bit. Yeah. But I just can't see it happening.
No, I think you're going to win, and I'm okay with it. My hatred of the Seahawks has gone since Pete Carroll left. Because he's former Pats coach. And the Richard Sherman factor, but now Sherman and Brady are like mates, and Sherman I love on the coverage. The one thing I used to love about the team was Marshawn Lynch, who I think on his day, maybe top 5 running back of all time. On his day, I'm not saying overall, but when he was
I would agree with that. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that outlandish.
Anyway. But the thing is that, let's not forget, I'm a Sonics fan. So I have some love for the city of Seattle. Yeah. So if we're going to lose this Super Bowl, I'm okay with being Seattle into Morgs this year. I can't even say I've just been bathed in riches over my life.
As a Hawks fan, a Pats, it's borderline disgusting.
It is disgusting. It's not borderline.
This is what I spoke about though.
It's fucking vomit-inducing.
I've also had the team taken away. When you have a team taken away, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, but of all the teams that I support, if my NBA team was taken away, it'd be the least thing I give a fuck about.
Do you remember
has been taken away, essentially.
Anyway, but the Giants could be the next one if they're taken away.
I'm sure you've got some rankings to get into, some lists in pure honest beers fashion, but I will leave you on this. A saying that we love at 100K, you're either hot or you're due. And if you look at it this way, the Pats are so due. So due for an unbelievable game that you haven't had in the playoffs. And the Seahawks are so due to have the letdown. Darnold's he's got the monkey off the back. So if you're looking at your hot or your due.
That's a good point.
I love it, Morgs.
I'll leave you on that. Hammer the Seahawks -4.5.
There you go. We'll keep betting to try and get there. If we don't, I'll see you at the pub.
I'm that happy that Honest Beers is back, boys.
Thanks for coming on, brother.
Cheers, Morgs. See you soon. Well, how good was that?
That was great.
I'll give that. That goes to our producer.
Thank you, producer.
Our producer's back.
We're gonna
shows in a row.
We're gonna intro him in a little bit, but that was great. It's always good to have Morgs here. We are gonna have beers with the 100K boys. Hopefully, if the big fella isn't sent over again, which would be great. We'd be happy for him, but we would also feel that would then lose the potential day that we could have.
Yeah, 100%. But we're gonna do a lot with 100K because we're talking about a potential watch party with footy and things like that. Footy's all of our one woods here in Australia, so we'll get around that, and drinking piss, which we're also very good at. We're very good at that. So we'll combine those two loves together.
We love Morgs. Great to have him in here. Just a couple other things over the last week. Overwhelming response to my Mr. Brightside comments. I was worried.
It was about 50-50, wasn't it?
No, it was 58-42.
Wow.
So I would say that's overwhelming.
Stop paying it.
Makes me feel... and again, I just wanted to say one thing because a lot of people have said, how can you hate the Killers? I never said I hate the Killers. I saw the Killers live with you in December 2024.
You went in December. No, he loves the Killers.
I just can't stand the song. But thank you to the people that voted. That's a great result for me.
Also, just to be clear again, I think I said this last week. Killers my favourite band. There's no competition there. It's not in my top 5 songs from the Killers.
Exactly. And I don't think it would be for a lot of devout fans you.
It's a great song. It's a great song.
It's a good song.
And it's great at the gig and all of those things. It's fantastic.
It's overplayed
But it's overplayed now.
We've just got a couple of items before we move into introducing our new producer. You might have seen this on the rundown and thought, why are you bringing this up? This is old news. But it occurred to me that I haven't spoken to you about this in person, and I definitely haven't spoken to you about it on the pod. Can you just give me your thoughts on the Hawks having co-captains for the first time ever? We haven't talked about this at all. No. You haven't even said it in a group thread we're in. No, it hasn't been addressed by anyone.
Do you know when you got those scenarios where you just don't know how to feel because of the simple fact, okay, John Newcomb, great. I want him captaining.
So you're happy with Newcomb?
I'm happy because everyone thought it was going to be Will Day a couple of years ago, but the body's... You can't... Newcomb's just proven how good he is.
Yep.
He's winning BNFs. The guy's a star. His finals performances are incredible. So, Luke Hodge, that's what you want, leading your team.
Yeah.
I just don't... If Sis wasn't ready to give it up, maybe we just wait. Yeah. I don't like the co-captain thing.
So why do you think the Hawks have never done it? It just doesn't seem like a Hawthorn thing to do.
No, it's not. But this is...
Why have they done it, do you think?
Is
it a transition?
I'm just continually backing Sam Mitchell in now. I think that they're looking at different ways to manage the playing group, different ways to connect with players, different ways to run the club. he's doing all of those bits and pieces. And look, to be honest, I think that it's if he's made the decision to do it, I've got to back it in. I don't love it.
I don't think it's one of those things that'll materially.
Well, Brisbane and Sydney have won flags with multiple captains.
It won't materially impact anything. No. I think it's if you guys start the year 2-8, which I'm sure you won't, but it won't be because of fucking co-captains.
Question without notice: do you think it's more ceremonial that Sicily's still a co-captain, or do you think Sicily's still the main guy and Newcomb's getting like an apprenticeship this year?
I think it's the latter. I think Sicily's the main guy,
and he's getting an apprenticeship.
I think it could almost be like a transitional phase where Sicily maybe in 12 months' time.
So you reckon it's just 1 year?
Or 2 years. Maybe he goes, okay, now it's yours. It's your baby. Because I think Newcomb's form has warranted any sort of leadership like this.
When we win the flag this year, do you think it'll be Sicily will go, I've got my flag now and I'll keep it, or he'll want to get win? Because how many will win in a row?
It could be like when Sam Mitchell won in 08 and then gave pretty much.
I don't want the break this time. I just want to win the 3, mate.
Yeah,
that's all right. Anyway, enough Hawks.
Yeah, well, I have a confession.
I was looking at my run sheet. I don't think I'll bring up Hawks again.
No, you don't. I'm going to bring up my team because I have a confession to make. For the first time since 2010, I put a bet on the Saints to win the flag.
Yes.
Now, caveat.
I have so much money on Hawks to win the flag, by the way. So this is so good. We're in this together.
No, but caveat. It was only a very, very small bet.
Doesn't matter. It was a massive odds.
It was a Jules Vallance rounding out for the account bet where I saw that we were at 20s, and I just thought, not that is a good price. I just looked at it and I thought, I have to be invested, even if I don't actually think we're going to do it, even if I don't even know how well we're going to play this year. I want to be invested.
What were the odds?
It was 20s. I think we're now 19s. Maybe I moved the market. But
I think you did.
Yeah, or around the 18 mark. But I got 20s, and it was a very, very small bet. But it was more just like, you know what? I'm just going to put this on now. There's also a few other bets I'm going to have, like finishing the top 6, all that kind of stuff, because that's now a market.
How good are rounding off the account bets? Julesy is staying. That one I put in the chat group where I had the 5 TV scorers to score at the ridiculous odds. That was a rounding off bet. I only put it on because it was. I remember it was like $31 or so. It was an obscure number.
Yeah.
Whatever it was on, but like it was because of the simple fact that I had that extra in the account.
Well, that's why I did it. So, but anyway, I just wanted to get that off my chest.
Good on you, mate.
And as the season keeps going, we'll go from there. This is very important. So last week we mentioned that we have a new producer. We didn't name them, and the issue is because we don't want to get too excited because we've had 6 producers. It's the toughest job in Australia, but it's also probably the 3rd most important job behind the Australian career captain, the Prime Minister as well.
And Honest Peers producer.
It's huge, right? So, but we want to welcome our new producer, who for the first time and only time we're going to mention his full name, but then we'll refer to him as his nickname. It's actually perfect that we're introducing him today because he's hungover, which hopefully you'll see or hear in his voice. But
we said if you want this job, you better be hungover or drunk at all times. Yeah, he goes, all right, I'm in.
Yeah, I'm in.
He's coming hungover, good man.
But
how's the t-shirt on him too?
I know.
Original motorcycle club with the fucking flames and an American flag.
I reckon he shaved his legs too. But our new producer is Daniel Dawson, or DT, as we like to call him. Welcome aboard, mate.
Fellas, thanks for having me.
Yeah, mate, well done.
Welcome, brother.
Fellas, how are we? I'm asking, how are you, fellas?
Look, we're going well. This is great. We've had 4 people speaking on this.
So many guests.
It is so many guests. But we'll just ask you a couple of questions. What sort of interested you in producing Honest Beers?
What am I bringing to Honest Beers?
No, what interested you?
We told you he's hungover.
Because you didn't have to say yes.
Yeah, what made you accept this prestigious job?
Meeting Leggy last year, I know he was pretty big on Honest Beers. Listening to the podcast, loved it. I just kind of feels like we need to kick it up a notch.
Yeah, that's true.
Saying that, I think the last day was about August. I was like, there hasn't been anything. I want to kind of bring it back.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Yeah, and then want to bring it back. Just want to get involved. And I was like, Leggy, this is a really good opportunity for myself as well.
Growth mindset.
Yeah. And I just want to be like, let's bring Honest Beers back.
Yeah.
I'm really stumbling my words here. I had a big night last night. I've actually
tell us how last night happened, because you were having 2 beers with a mate, and then you turned to your mate. What did you say?
Let's get cocktails.
Let's get cocktails.
So had a mate's birthday.
Honest Beers into dishonest cocktails.
Yeah, so mate's birthday last night. There was 4 of us, so it was a nice little small group. I went to her bar, I think Lonsdale Street.
I've never been. I feel like you would. That could be a date night spot for you.
Yeah, well, I'll definitely check it out.
How was it?
It was good.
Yep.
And then got there about 4 o'clock, 15 minutes in. Had 2 Stone and Woods, and then one of the guys like, let's just get some cocktails. So
what'd you have? What were your cocktails? What were you?
4 or 5 espresso martinis.
Yeah, Jesus.
They had like the her drinks. We had about 7 of them. Looked at the bank account this morning.
Don't look at the bank account the next day.
Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
I've got to check the funds.
You're a masochist.
I know, I'm sweating right now. I feel like I'm kind of sweating it all out at the moment. So, yeah.
Well, good to have you on, DT. Yeah. Good to be part of the family. What a start.
Yeah, you'll hear a lot more of DT as the season year goes on.
Yep. He's going to help us bring everything to life.
Yeah. Once we get into a studio, it'll be more conducive to a producer actually playing a role.
On that. Yeah.
Yeah. But thank you, DT. Welcome
aboard.
Yeah, well done.
Good to be part of it, mate.
Great job.
Cheers.
Rational and irrational
Yes,
price.
you got one for me.
I've got one. I don't know how good it is, but the only reason I've got it is because it happened to me yesterday, and it's fresh in the mind, right? We're recording. I walk a lot with my darling partner, right? We walk a lot. Weekends is our thing. It's get a coffee. It's get up early. It's go for a stroll. Get the steps in.
Love that.
I also walk to work. Anyway.
Love it.
One thing I've noticed a lot. People, and this has to go for a couple of 100 meters. It isn't just 10 meters and then they walk off. When someone is walking closely behind you, I'm talking within 2 meters is the radius, closely behind tailgating me for over 100 meters, it would have to be one of the most annoying things. I actually actively look back and go like, are you kidding me? Just walk around.
It's completely rational.
Is it rational?
It's irrational. It'd be irrational. People that do not appreciate other people's space. People that invade your personal space, it does my head in.
It's not only that. They've started, say, 40 metres behind us. They're obviously walking at a really quick pace to the point where they get within a couple of metres. And then why don't you just overtake?
Because they're awkward.
Do you reckon that's what it is?
I reckon I don't think they do.
But the footpath's wide enough for people to walk around.
People are awkward, man.
You reckon?
I'm telling you, that's completely rational. And next time, you should just turn around.
Well, I kind of turn around and go,
listen,
are
mate,
you fucking kidding?
Yeah. Just play through.
Just play through.
Same
as that. That's another one.
Yeah,
but I'm glad that the first one is rational. I actually feel like every single one has been rational. Well, I don't know if you're across this or not. I have been across it. I've been across it for months, but we haven't recorded in 6 months up until last week, so I didn't have a vehicle to talk about it. But there's an Instagram page that's caught my eye, and I would love Honest Beers to collaborate. It feels like a natural collaboration. I don't know if I don't know if you've seen it. In fact, get your phone up now, and I reckon you should go search for it. There is an Instagram page called @piss_trays, where there's a bloke out there who goes to different pubs. He's been to the Erica. He's been here. I've seen him do the Orong. That's actually, those posts were the ones that kind of caught my eye. And he's been all around Australia and I think even maybe in New Zealand. But he basically assesses piss trays of pubs across the country, and it's it's fucking great.
I'm following that. I mean,
you need to follow it.
I don't need to hear any more. That's a magnificent piss tray.
Look at that one.
I know, that's the red brick behind it.
Unbelievable. How on earth did we get him on?
So what I would say is that we need to reach out to him.
Yep.
I mean, surely he's got to come and do the Erica tray.
Well, he's done it.
He's done
if
the
you
Erica.
go back up, so it was the Erica and the Orong tray. I think someone tagged me in the Erica one. That's what got me alerted to it. Then I'll obviously consume the rest of the content.
Outstanding, love it.
We've got to get him on.
Piss_trays.
Yeah.
Follow it.
I mean, I'm sure
that is brilliant.
He doesn't need the promotion. It looks like it's blowing up. But
so it should. He's fucking reviewing piss trays.
I think we should absolutely get him on the pod.
I love it.
I should know his name. This is shit by me. But mate, old mate, if you're out there, let's
we
chat.
We love it.
Clip that.
I've just seen it and I'm already in love with it.
Segment last week, Wally, that I think went well. It was the first time we did it. We actually didn't clip it up, so no one probably knows about it unless you listen to it. But that's my fault. I should have got us to clip it up. But it's things you've always thought, but you've been too afraid to say.
Yep.
Do you want to open the batting?
I will open the batting. Now, I'm doing a little bit differently this week, as I said to you, because this week it's more of a confession of this is something. It's not something I thought. This is actually something I went through, and I was having a discussion during the week, and people were talking about reading and the books and that, and I almost felt like, I was like, oh, do you know what's funny? And I said it, and there was this fucking shock horror.
Yeah.
So I didn't think this was that big of a deal, but apparently it was.
Yep. Okay.
This is true. I went through my entire school and youth without reading a single book.
What?
I never read a book.
Like, as in,
I got cheat
you read pages though.
Occasionally.
Wow.
I would find a movie.
So
or
cover to
like,
cover,
I'd never read a book. I'd never ever read a book. I've still to this day never read a novel.
Wow.
I've never read a fictitious book.
Yep.
I'm like, what's the point? Give me the fucking pictures and the sound of a movie.
Yep.
I've read biographies.
Yep.
I like biographies. So I like reading, but I'm still like, I've got the Wolf of Wall Street one, Marching Powder, those sort of ones, but mainly sports.
Yep.
Or something like, Bob Hawke, you read his biography, or Hodgie, or Ruff, or any of the Hawks, obviously.
That's it.
Any of them.
Knowledge is power.
But yeah, I never read one. The first one I read,
Yep.
which I had since I was a teenager, was called The Goal King by Jason Dunstall. It was Jason Dunstall's biography.
Yep.
It was called The Goal King.
I'm sure you told him that you read it as well.
No, I didn't. But I read that maybe when I was in my 20s. So I never read a book at school.
Wow.
And I still passed.
I can't believe that.
That's fucking nuts.
And
Apparently that's crazy.
It is crazy. Firstly, I love the fact that you've turned this into almost like a confessional because it still works.
It's
something you've always known and thought about within yourself, but you never told anyone.
Yeah.
Far out. I mean, you've done well. Yeah, you are living proof, kids.
Stay in school but don't read, kids.
Stay in school,
go.
but you don't have
need
to read.
Watch a movie.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like that. I might actually try and think of something. This one that I'm about to do is also quite personal.
God, hit me.
Before I say it, preface it. I'm not saying that this is the best season. That's not what I'm saying. So just to be clear, but I think that winter is a fundamentally more enjoyable season than summer. There, I said it. For a number of reasons. What inspired me was the last Saturday, the 24th, we had a 41-degree day. It was fucking unbearable. Tuesday of the week just gone.
44?
It was scheduled for 45. I think it got to 44. Completely fucking unbearable. Ruins the tennis. Ruins everything, or whatever you want to do. You can't even step outside. I also just find, like, winter has AFL. The footy comes back during winter. This might not interest that many people out there, but the fashion's better. You can do a little bit more. You can always go from cold to hot. It's pretty fucking hard to go from hot to cold.
You can walk
layers.
around. It doesn't matter how cold it is. You can put layers on.
Yep.
You can go get yourself a North Face or a Canadian Goose.
Absolutely.
And you can go and...
This is a North Face pod.
This is a wear North Face.
Yep.
Or occasionally Eddie Bauer.
Yes, definitely.
Anyway.
But no, I just feel like everyone just screams that, summer's here, life is better. I think you can enjoy and appreciate winter.
And do you know who else can get absolutely fucked? Is people that go the hotter the better. That's bullshit.
That is fucking bullshit.
That's bullshit.
The optimal temperature is like 21, really.
Yep.
But I'm telling you, I can still enjoy 14.
This is what I say to people. I go, if the optimum temperature wasn't 21 degrees, why is all thermostats set at 21 degrees? It's room temperature.
Exactly right.
If you thought it was great to be 35, you would set your house at 35 degrees.
Exactly right.
Don't give me this bullshit about it. The other thing is, do you know what else I got? Steaks and red in winter.
Thank
Open
you.
fires,
Tip,
glass of whiskey.
tip,
that works
tip.
any year, but like all beautiful.
Yep.
Footy. My rankings, I go spring 1,
Yep.
autumn, winter equals second.
Yep.
Summer's 4th. for me.
I agree. Thank you.
Summer's 4th.
Spring
is amazing.
20, 24, 25 degrees and sunny at
Footy
the
finals.
MCG is just the
and winter.
best.
Okay, I've said this
Glad we
before.
agree.
The best beer you can ever have is a MCG winter sun beer.
Yeah, it doesn't
So
get
you're
any
in the
better.
winter sun there.
16 degrees, 17
it's
degrees.
incredible.
You're in
Anyway,
the
this is
sun.
great. I'm glad.
I'm glad you agree. I know that I'll cop a little bit of heat for saying that, but all I'm saying is it's just more enjoyable than
It
summer.
is so much
You
more
can do so much more. Now, I'm not saying I want dreary fucking rain. I'm just saying if you get a chilly
Melbourne winters are actually pretty beautiful.
I
by
think
the way.
I actually love Melbourne's climate. I'm not going to. Everyone's like, I can't believe summer doesn't start.
Sorry,
till-"
we have so many seasons.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, we're not. Sorry, it's not light for
Sorry,
23 hours a day and then dark for 23 hours a day.
Sorry, we're versatile. But I'm glad I got it off my chest, and I can't believe you're reading story. By the way, that's going to go down. That's going to go down in Honest Beers history. Last week we debuted something which I think has now morphed into a segment, and that is Kane Corn's Rage Bait. You did a great job, and that he just keeps delivering Rage Bait to the point where I feel like we need each week to try and tick it off until he somehow stops delivering Rage Bait. So what have you got for us this week?
Okay,
boy?
so first things first with this. He's a little less ragey this week, but
Okay.
first thing first for me is this is coming from a place of love.
Can I say before you went, this isn't a Kane Corns
No, I'm
smash
pro
fest.
Kane.
You're pro Kane. You work with Kane. You like Kane. We're calling out Kane's ability to create rage. That's all we're doing. This is not a personal attack.
Yeah.
So what have you got?
So I just love that he did his announcement that Fireball is back this week. Hat on, a hawker hat on,
Yep.
beard going completely shirtless. Now, we know he does this a bit.
He does.
But this was the ultimate, like...
Good rig.
Doing it. Kane Corn, see you at 6:01.
Yep.
He's got his little tagline now.
Yep.
He's done it all, and he's managed to do it, and he goes... Do you know what? He would have thought about this and gone, all right, now I'm going to do a little promo.
Yep.
I'm going to say, hey, we're getting back to it.
Yep.
Do you know what would be better? I'm going to go and I'm going to put on my fucking running hat and I'm going to take my shirt off.
He knows he's going to
And I'm going to go and do it.
Knows he's going to cop
And I absolutely loved every bit of it. But what we are going to do is that I think what we're going to do this year, and Kingy, I think Kingy as well, because Kingy's great.
Kingy is great.
Back and forth. I think, because when we suggested this, do you know what rang in my head straight away? I go, remember Kane last year going, don't have opinions of other people's opinions.
Yeah.
Stop making runs off like me. We're not doing that. Kano,
No.
we are, he knows.
We're calling
We
out.
are celebrating Kane Corns.
Calling out his rage bait.
I love it, and I love it. So anyway, this week it's just more of we're bringing it up. It was a simple. This is our announcement that we're doing it all season. That was his shirtless, loving it. The hat's fucking cool too. I'll get one.
I saw he did a WADA drug test.
Oh yeah, that is ultimate.
So Kane, yeah, good on Kane. We're going to keep bringing this back.
The WADA drug test.
I think Kane's rage bait over the last couple of weeks is just a soft launch. Once we get to opening round and through the season, things kind of start to flow.
We might have a ranking too. The Western Bulldogs are going to win the flag is still the number one for me because it's
that
hidden.
I still think the cricketer's weight's an extraordinary take. But definitely need to continue that going.
No.
Honestly, last week you had a bit of a doozy. It linked to the Beckhams. I thought you nailed it, but I will say I reckon Will Smith at number 4. Coming back to it, I reckon that's probably...
It's almost, with these lists a lot of times, I think last week, I should have clarified, it was probably in no particular order.
Yep.
I think if you go, which family do you not want to be a part of the most, it's probably Will's.
Yeah.
It's probably the one I don't want to be. That's the most...
you. Not a generic. That's not a wide sweeping statement. That's you saying.
I think most people.
Because I reckon I reckon the Kardashians would be the worst family to be part of.
Yeah, maybe.
No one wants to sell a sex tape of mine.
Oh, actually, no. Let's be honest. Like, it's probably the royal family. It actually is fucked. Like, nothing they do looks like any fun. Something.
Yeah.
Nothing they do.
I don't like either family. I think fundamentally I dislike the Kardashians more.
You reckon? See, maybe the Smiths are the mid 3 or 4.
That mother is poison. I don't know if I could deal with her, to be honest.
Anyway, how bad's that? We're saying that mother's poison more so than the one that took her daughter to clubs at the age 13 and got emancipated. Her daughter got emancipated from McDonald's. And we're still saying Kris Kardashian's worse.
Well, I think that there's probably a situation where there's a lot more that hasn't come out about her.
Exactly right, Simon.
Anyway, so I'll intro this properly. Honest list is back, but you had an idea during the week that you wanted to cover off your top 5 most underrated things. So this could be anything.
So I was
winter probably is now underrated.
Yeah, absolutely. And the only reason that's not on this list is because, like you said, I'm dealing with seasons, and I won't say anything about seasons then. And I'm glad that was the way you went. Essentially, I thought, we bag a bit and do that, and there's a lot of overrated stuff. Let's go the other way. Yep. So I'm going to talk about 5 things that I find are heavily underrated. Now, it's no secret here. I've erred on the side of sport, racing, food and drink / pubs, etc. A bit of TV and that. And for the first time ever, I'm gonna get you to be a guest in the honest list, and you're gonna have a section that I'm gonna throw to you, and I think you'll do fine. All right, so we'll start with sport. I went through so many different areas, and I thought AFL footy, all of those things, we can do that. But there was one area that stuck out to me. Now, all of these things I think people appreciate. They say that might be good, but I'm talking about that they're not rated as highly as they should be.
Yep.
The first one is the 2011 Dallas Mavericks, and in particular, Dirk Nowitzki run to win the title.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So first round they beat Brandon Roy's Blazers. Brandon Roy was a freak if it wasn't for injury. I mean, we're talking about a guy
at that time. Yeah,
Aldridge was in that team. It was
a great team. Yeah.
Move through that. They beat Kobe and Powell's Lakers in the conference semis.
Yep.
In the conference finals, they beat OKC, which was KD, Westbrook, Harden.
Who made the finals the following season. Correct. They are on the rise.
In the finals, they beat the big 3 of LeBron, Wade, and Bosh.
And Dirk was mimicked.
Disrespected during that. Dirk shot 27.7 points per game at 48.5% from the field, 46% from 3.
And I'd love to see the numbers on contested versus uncontested, because the majority were against 2 defenders falling backwards.
I'm not saying
fade away.
I'm not saying they're the best team. I'm not saying it's the best postseason performance of all time, but It's damn
Close.
sure in the discussion.
Yeah.
If you go now, and I just wanted to do this, so I Googled like best player performances. Do you know I Googled, ESPN did a top 50 list. This wasn't in it.
Don't tell me that. Are you kidding me?
There was the Mavs playoff run when they lost was in it, but this
That's
wasn't in it.
fucking
So I'm like, this is
unbelievable.
ridiculous. So
I
thought
was at uni when that happened, and I
Yep.
remember just being glued to the TV. It's one of the best NBA finals I've seen.
next, I'm going to move to racing.
Ooh.
This is for you, Julian Valance.
A few mentions on the show.
Yeah, well, this is him, and he pull his fucking head in on this horse.
Oh.
What's Australia's most prestigious race? The people want to win, like actually for the best
the Melbourne
horses.
Cup.
No, but the best horses.
You tell me. I'm
Cox
not,
Plate.
Yeah. Sorry, my bad. I had an absolute
Jesus.
blank. Sorry. I'm at the Mount Eric. I'm distracted.
Yeah, it's fine. The Cox Plate.
Yes.
The WS Cox Plate is they travel. It's
Yep.
the middle distance, 2,040 meters, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
And jockeys will tell you as well.
Cox Plate.
Yep.
So this horse doesn't get the love he deserves. His name's Fields of Omar. He's been in 5 of them. I'll tell you this.
I've been part of this debate.
2002 ran 5th. Who won that? Northerly.
Yep.
Sungline also beat him. They were right. He beat home Lonhro.
Yep.
Next year, 2003, he won. He beat Lonhro. Everyone talks about how fucking good Lonhro was. He beat Lonhro. 2004, he ran second to Savaville. Savaville, this 3-year-old carrying no weight that did my absolute head in. Fucking hated it. He had 48 and a half.
Yep.
Fu had 58. He also beat home Grand Army, Elstrom, and a heap of others.
Yep.
The next year, he came back and ran third. Do you know who won that year? 2005?
Oh,
Little mare called Mackay Diva.
Mackay Diva, of course.
Mackay Diva wins it.
Impressive.
He still beats home Desert War,
that
the
was a-
3-year-old gun God's Own.
That was 12 months on from the third Melbourne Cup,
No,
too.
it was the year of the third Melbourne Cup.
Hey, I thought the third was 04.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mackay ran, the first one went through.
3, 4, 5.
Yep, and
Gotcha.
the second one went through the Caulfield Cup, ran second to Elstrom. The third one went through the Cox Plate and won it. Then in 2006, won again, beat home El Segundo and a heap of good horses. Oh, and earlier in 2006, broke the mile course record at Caulfield in the Futurity Group 1, which still stands 20 years on. So
what do you
well, I just don't understand how the horse is never in discussions.
And I know
Mortgage on that race.
I know this because of I've been in the pub when you guys have had this debate. But what is the Jules Valance?
Oh, no, it just doesn't reckon.
Doesn't really.
No, but it's not. In general, it's never in the chats. In general, nobody talks about this horse.
Yep. So it's just fundamentally underrated. You're not
Five-
saying
no,
you're not saying it needs to be in a position or anything.
No,
Yep.
but like if I reckon if you listed the top 20 racehorses
Yep.
of the modern era in Australia, it has to be in there, and I don't think it would be.
Yep.
And it's never in those discussions. It ran in 5 Cox Plates. It won 2 of them. It placed in another 2.
I think when you win 2 Cox Plates, you're
And the other thing is the winners of those like races. One was a 3-year-old.
Yep.
And the conditions just didn't suit
Yep.
Fields. And the other one was Mackay Diva. It's like, and then Northerly was the first one.
Yep.
So you go in this 5-year patch. It went Northerly, Fields, 3-year-old, Mackay Diva, Fields.
Yeah.
Like,
Huge.
all right, next one. I'm going to throw to you, Simon. You are going to be a special guest on the Honest List. And
Wow.
again, these are in no particular order. Okay.
Good to be here.
I've never done this, but bringing someone in. I will give you the stats, and then I'm going to throw it to you why it's underrated.
Okay.
There is a show called The Wire. Simon, it was on for 5 seasons.
Yes.
0 Golden Globe nominations.
Yep.
2 Emmy nominations for writing, didn't win either of them.
Yep.
Never got nominated for an acting role, never got nominated as director, never got nominated for the show.
Yep.
Sickening.
It is sickening.
Criminally underrated by,
Yep.
by the academies and all that.
Yep.
Tell us why.
Well, for me, it's the best TV show ever made. It's the most anti-drama show you'll ever see. I think the reason why this has not received any awards is because it's a procedural show. When it actually was live on TV week to week, it actually didn't have many viewers. So a lot of these Golden Globes and Oscars, Emmys, they need people watching consistently, people pumping it up, and it becomes like you win because almost of your popularity. The Wire is a show that has actually become more known as an amazing TV show decades after it ended, which is obviously disappointing, but it's the realest show ever made. I would argue that season 4 is probably the most painstaking and amazing season of TV you'll ever watch. And I can see why it didn't win, but it's absolutely ridiculous. Also, some of the actors in this show, it's the best performance they've ever given in any
100%.
show or movie that they've been part of. Dominic West, probably one of the great examples of that, how good he was in that show was McNulty. So I can see why it didn't win, but it's ridiculous that it didn't. If you look at IMDb ratings, all that kind of thing, it's just about the highest ranked show ever.
Yeah.
And it is in the discussion, along with Breaking Bad and The Sopranos, as the greatest TV show ever made. So the fact that it didn't win an award is sickening.
Bad. It's absolutely ridiculous. So that gets on the list for that reason. All right. Next couple, we're moving into the world of hospitality, food and drink. There's two. First one, and as we were talking about before we came on air, we were talking about going to the pub.
Yes, you're picking your steaks.
So I think having a good menu at a pub or restaurant is incredibly underrated. A menu makes so much difference.
Agreed.
Don't give me the big picture book or the big one like this.
Yep.
If you have a menu and a good wine list to go with it that is just curated.
Yep.
And when I talk about that, I want to see starters or appetizers separate to entree.
Yep.
Do you know entree in French actually means main course?
Really?
And we all thought, why would Americans call the main course an entree? Because they're kind of doing it right. Anyway, so you got your appetizers or your starters. Then you got your secondi or whatever you want to call it. You got your entree. Then you have your mains. Then you have your grill.
Yep.
That's set separate to your mains. You need your grill, which has all your steaks. Good to have your bannock burn chicken, butterflied. That's fine. Even maybe some salmon. I don't care what goes on there, but it's got to come from the grill.
Yeah.
Then I want to see sides.
Yep.
And I want to see sauces. So I want all of that processed. And then, do you know what is a nice touch with the menu? Is if you've got a kids menu, give them their own menu.
Agreed.
Give them their own menu.
Agreed.
And for crying out loud, fuck people, just put a steak on a kid's menu. Let's get him eating steak.
Yeah, well, Jack loves it.
He loves steak, but do you know what's doing my head in is we'll go to a restaurant.
Yep.
And we'll get a kids. They'll have a steak menu. It's fine. It's $20. If there's not if there's not a steak on the kids menu, like he's like, no, I want an adult steak. And
Oh wow.
I'm not paying $58 for you to have a fucking iPhone. But it is.
Would he even finish an adult steak?
Yeah.
Okay, good boy.
He knows
Good
mine.
boy.
Yeah. he finished his and then half his mum's. Mate. Don't worry about that.
Good. I agree with. By the way, I agree with that.
Menus. Last one. I'm going to harp on about this until I see more people doing it. Steak and whiskey, whiskey and steak. It doesn't always need to be red wine. I'm telling you now, the pairing of these two is incredibly good. The times I recommend it heavily, summer especially.
Yep.
Whiskey on the rocks, like lots of ice. You get a double jam on the rocks, lots of rocks.
Yep.
And you get an eye fillet or a porterhouse or sirloin, whatever it is, Scotchy, whatever.
Yep.
Those two go incredibly well together. It's easy to do.
I agree.
It's easy to ask for, but that
I tested this after you told me about it, and I'd never done it before, and
it's so good.
I'll say the proof is in the pudding and the proof is in the taste. So I agree, complementing beautifully. Before we bounce, we opened up the floor to a few of the Honest Beers community.
Yep.
Just sent a little story out before we recorded, just because it's good to hear from everyone, and we've got a few good ones in here, which I'm just going to share with you. So the first one is actually addressed to you, Wally. Is it just the Hawks or Pats that Wally is a fan of, or is it the Lakers, Yankees, Storm, and Man U?
That's hilarious. I'm a Man United fan.
I know, that is funny. When I saw the Man U, I laughed.
Okay, so I'm a Man United fan because in 1997, I was watching, they had the Premier League like wrap on ABC on Saturday or Sunday mornings.
Yep.
And I was watching it, and Andy Cole, who was wearing number 17, had just gone to United.
Yep.
And I was watching him and I freaked out. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. And I wasn't really in soccer, so I started following because of him.
Yep.
Same reason I followed the Sonics is Sean Kemp. My Hawthorn's Jason Dunstall.
Yep.
So I followed the Patriots through, I won't go into the story now, by a chance. It was either going to be them or Jacksonville.
Yep.
And it was, you pick one. It was 1997. Drew Bledsoe was the quarterback. I knew nothing about NFL. I was a kid. I was lucky. I fell in. I could have been Jacksonville and wearing a fucking Blake Bortles top, but I wasn't.
You got Trevor Lawrence now.
Yeah, exactly. But so,
Yep.
Blake Bortles. I'll tell you what. When Sonics left, though, I got around the Lakers hard because of Kobe. I loved Kobe. But NBA now, I feel like people follow players.
Yeah,
not teams.
it's. I've always said it's the most individual team sport.
Yeah, absolutely. So at the moment, I'm getting around the Warriors because my son loves Steph. But like, we'll see who wins next year. No. But this is the thing: is like Yankees. No, I'm a Detroit Tigers fan. Justin Verlander.
Okay. Yes.
That's why I'm a Detroit Tigers.
Yeah.
All my teams,
I don't have
apart from the Patriots, which was just a random selection because I didn't know any players, are because of a player that played for them, like most people.
That's fair. I don't have a baseball team, but I probably should get into it.
Yeah.
I'll take the next question. Merch update from Kingy. The answer to this is that there isn't really an answer, but merch is something that we've talked about. I think that the most logical first step for Honest Beers would be to have a hat. We're actually both wearing hats at the moment, but I think
corduroy dad cap style, like my Sonics one.
I think we could do a couple of different versions. The thing with an Honest Beers merch range, though, is that we will just randomly one day rock up and start wearing it, and everyone will be like, "What the fuck? There's a hat," and then we'll probably go, "Oh, maybe we should sell this."
Yeah, exactly.
But
stay tuned.
Keep it with us. We're going to do it. Question here from Jez, which is probably a good one for you, Wally. Great to see friend of the show, Jez, at the Erica last night. Been through a tough trot with the bushfires, but great man. He said, how's the honest head after a few jamos on home turf last night? Because can I just say, I was leaving reasonably early.
So was I.
And Wally ended up staying for an extra 2.5 hours.
So basically what happened is that when you asked my beautiful wife, I said, should we get one more?
Yep.
Should we get one more? I said that 5 or 6 times. We had one more.
We've been there before.
And no, mate, head's all right.
You said you were still pissed when we started recording. We never do this. We had to do a second take on the intro because I threw to you and you didn't know what you were going to say.
Fucking didn't know where I was.
But you're the same place you
slept over there.
Yeah.
The head's fine. I'm literally, I am 35 minutes away from ordering my first steak for the day.
Good.
Yeah. So
this is probably the last question I'll ask you, and then I'll handle the other ones. Just give us a percentage, because I've already spoken about it, but how confident is Wally about next Monday? Just give us a percentage.
The market suggests I should be about 30% confident. I'm probably spot on that. I reckon.
So the price is right.
I reckon if they played the game, 3 times, we might win one of them.
Yep.
If we play the game 4 times, we definitely win one.
Yeah.
I think that if we played the game 3, we might win one. So I think we're probably around that $1.30 mark.
So you think the price is
about right?
Yep.
Oh, sorry, they're around the $1.30.
I knew what you meant. Yep. Okay. Actually, it's 2 more. I'll go through them quickly. Zach Gibson, big Saints man. He's obviously picked up on my segment last week where I mentioned that the Oz Open's sort of largely been forgettable. Yep. He said it was worth the 2-week wait of average tennis to get the 2 of the best semi-finals we've seen. And can I say the women's final last night was also...
it was amazing. By the way, just quickly, Fox News need to get their shit sorted. So they're just falling off a cliff. That news.
I think they only do. Yeah, they only do one.
They only do one. They had the guy. You know how they've always got this monotone person doing the clips.
Yeah.
They're not real pronounced Rabakina's name 2 different ways in the same thing. So he called her
like Rybakina
and Rabakina in the same fucking thing.
Wow.
And then there's obviously a typo on the prompter. The presenter said about Matt Short being dropped, but they said dripped.
Oh,
yeah, after he's dripping.
Oh, friend of the show,
Matt. So like they've just Ron Burgundy the prompter. Anyway, that's a side note.
But I agree with Zach. I still think that the tournament's been largely forgettable. But yes, great that 2 semi-finals saved it. Be a bit awkward if it's an early win for Alcaraz tonight. I'll answer the last question. When is Honest Beers racing next? We don't know. I put this in when I saw this question come up.
Get it in your black book.
Put it in your black book and you'll get notified. Keep that on. We need to watch that.
Also, all good black books will give you the day before. So all the black books,
we should post about it.
Whether you use either of our books or you use punters or whoever you use, they all should notify you the day before, so you have plenty of time to get on. But we will notify if we have.
She's a good bitch.
She's a good bitch.
Look, well, you've been great.
Likewise, Simon.
Enjoy your lunch today at the Sean Kingston.
Yeah, I'm going to go. Sean Kingston, beautiful girl.
Yeah. That'll be great. It's good to see you as always.
Likewise.
Looking forward to seeing you next week, and go Saints.
Go Hawks.